Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I hope we are all on the same page on this regard. That I'm providing very, very important, very, very crucial civil justice sign up for myself, and some multitasking is the wisdom. With that said, what exactly this session is all about, you all got it right. It is what you're thinking of. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, the 9 people team before the new judges sworn in, the Supreme Court Judges Organization I'm talking about, right? And Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? She is the deadliest prostitute. She died on 2020. Remember? So that means people cannot fool true God. They can fool the nations. They can fool the population. She got honorary statue also to be built out of her name, isn't it? Yes, she underwent through a lot of cancers and lot of cancer survived. She's a cancer survivor. She was a cancer survivor. And in one of the television talk show, she also indirectly or directly said that John McCain died and she's living still like that. So she can fool the population. She can fool the news media. She can fool the government. She can fool the national leaders, right? That means the 50 state, 300 million population were worshipping Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I learned that name, Ginsburg. Ruth Bader Ginsburg as a god. Not even aware, because they were all thinking according to the human eyes. She was married out of love marriage. Or you're laughing. Oh yeah. So she never married a true love, right? So she yielded to the sexual immorality. But then she fooled all the government operations. Right under the nose of the USA government only, she destroyed the USA government operations. Right. Out of 9 population, why only she's been standing out on the crowd? Because she provided a lot of prostitution services, that's all. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Why your nation need this many judges? I already said, too many hands will spoil the cook. Right? So too many. Why does the USA need even 9 judges? What do? Did they do anything correctly? No. Did they provided a reform for the amendments? No. Did they even bother to see USA? All these amendments are written in the 18th and the 17th century and written by the prostitute Queen Elizabeth and Pope Francis. This is absolutely wrong. We are the lawmakers. Let's make the nation new. Let's make everything new. Why can't we write it everything? They never educated that. How long passed? How many years passed like that? 500 years passed. And she must have lived through her entire life, isn't it? I think she was in her 80s or 90s. Right. And she fooled the people that she was married out of love marriage, so she's a god. But what crap she provided in the lawmaking? Nothing. Zero. She got the highest paying salary. When homeless is sleeping on the road, she was having a mansion of her own, isn't it? When a refugee is running to the Department of Children and Families and asking and begging for help, she never cared a damn, right? Because for her, she has a shelter of her own, a mansion of her own. She never bothered, right? When a teen mom is asking for a help from the Department of Children and Families, she kept quiet. She's a woman, isn't it? So how the evil, I'm displaying the behavioral pattern of how the women in each and every single government operation are the deadliest prostitutes after all. The males in the government operations are dummy peas. They are the puppets. They are innocent always. So they all got slaughtered by these evil women, the prostitutes, right? Can you all see? Men are always innocent. Women are always double innocent. So why on the earth the Ruth Bader Ginsburg provided that hell? She married love marriage, out of love marriage. So she should never have provided any kind of this crime, isn't it? She did provide it. And she knew this Vethapriya will nail her on the forehead. And she thought once when she died and, get into the coffin and gone away, she can escape from the justice. No. That's not how the civil justice process operates, right? I will go ask President Joe Biden, go dig the coffin of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and bring it in the court of law. She wrote everything crap and she left the earth. Who are tortured here? It's the population who are tortured. President Joe Biden is not tortured. Brett Kavanaugh is not tortured. Amy Barrett is not tortured. Who is tortured? It's you and me, like civilians are tortured. She wrote all crap and she left. She wrote everything for a garbage and she left. And she got a media, she got a TV news channel, whatnot. And she earned a lot of money out of that also, for each and every single talk show, for each and every single media appearance. She got money out of that. She earned a lot of money. Do you all think God will forgive that lady? No, never, right? Okay, just leave all these amendment parts. They are the fools, deadliest fools, who cannot even understand what is amendment. They don't know what is law. They don't know what is IMPASSE. When all of them are from accredited law school, let's leave that also aside. What about the child marriage population, my dear fellow mankind? Leave out all the male population in the Supreme Judges organization. Just quarantine them and keep them aside. Let's concentrate on all the ladies out there in the Supreme Judge organization of USA. Are they ladies or are they evil? You keep your God-given hands on your heart center. Ask God's wisdom and just provide the correct answer. Who is evil? Absolute evil, the personification of evil in the Supreme Judges organization of USA. Is it male genders or is it female genders? I know the correct answer. It is the female genders in the Supreme Court Judge organization of USA are the deadliest, venomous, poisonous prostitutes. So that means the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, even after that, she cannot escape the justice process. Got it? Yes, USA provided a bronze or a whatever statue to honor her. For USA population eyesight, she married out of love marriage and she lived through the cancer processing and she's a cancer survivor. Tell me, what education these people needed? Are they children? No. Are they teens? No. Were they teens once? Absolutely. Right? Were they newborn babies? Absolutely. They never born as adults just like that from the heaven, isn't it? Their moms must have delivered them to the earth as a newborn babies. Right? Not an adults. Why they never bothered to write a child marriage hell law created by Pope Francis? How easy is it to have been to fry the Pope Francis in ashes long time back itself, right? 100 years back, let's say, let's go to the track record on that 100 years, right? Can you all see what the President Trump's supporters wanted to communicate to the population on the January 6th riot? This is what they wanted to communicate. They wanted to communicate there's a deadliest satanic forces to cover enslaved USA nation. God's power, superpower is also there. This election is scandal. President Joe Biden must not be president. They were right, isn't it? So people wanted the certification, people wanted those people to be authorized and whatever, only then the people can understand. That's how the society is formed, right? Even for love, they have to provide a certification. Oh, right. Oh, now you're eligible for love marriage. Oh, you are doctor. Oh, do you have a certificate? Oh, now you're doctor. Now we can accept you're a doctor. Oh, you're from accredited law school. Oh, now we can accept that you're a lawyer. What crap they provided? What crap they provided? You tell me. You tell me. When I am asking USA federal government to go dig the coffin of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and bring it back in the court of law, I am providing the rightful unbiased justice, my dear fellow mankind. I don't know anything about the Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I'm closing my eyes. With God-given wisdom, I'm providing the unbiased, one law, one love, one cleanest love for everybody. It can look so true when I'm saying that, isn't it? But that's the reason behind it. That's the wisdom behind it. Why? Because the world, all the nations, 50 states of United States of America, with their God-given eyes, will see who exactly destroyed holiest department of Supreme Court organization of USA operations, right? So that is why even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who even died, must also be there in the court of law. Right? Then people will know why she became evil, why she became a prostitute at the first place, why nobody, not even one single woman in the Supreme Court judge organization, not even one educated man in the Supreme Court organization provided healthy caregiving law process. Law process is a caregiving process, an act of kindness. So they never displayed their kindness, isn't it? Is she a woman? You tell me. Why nobody knew in the Supreme Court judge organization that there should be a law written for child marriage hell created by Pope Francis? Because Pope Francis will kill all of them. Did you all hear me correctly? Loud? Crystal clear way? Yeah. If at all they have written that law, Pope Francis would have killed them. Survival mode. For them, it is a power grabbing mode. It's a coolest job. All they have to do is just sit and write law and they go back home. They get highest paying salary, government benefits, everything. Who wants to bother about anything else, right? Okay. Let's say they don't know whether they have children or not, or grandchildren, or let's say they don't know what is children. They have never heard the word called child in their entire lifetime. Let's keep it that way. At least they should have stepped up and educated USA government. Hey, USA government, very important law that needs to be written for the native Indian tribes only always have the highest priority to become the president of USA. Why that law is not there? Oh, no. This is absolutely wrong. Let's rewrite it. Why they never bothered to say that? Why? Queen Elizabeth II will kill them. Can you see how they became slave mode, like trapped in the mouse mode, mouth trap mode? One side Queen Elizabeth will kill them, or one side Pope Francis will kill them, or other side the Islam leaders will kill them. The France leader will kill them. And the Sicily Archbishop will kill them. How much they have been mandated to be in the enslaved mode. Now you all got it, why Brett Kavanaugh wanted to steal my job after all. It is Pope Francis mandated Brett Kavanaugh to steal the rightful job from me. Got it? So that is why I want to bring everybody in the law of code that way. Entire human kingdom, all nations, male population, female population will know who is exactly the true criminal and who is not. Right? So that means state of Georgia, at this point of time, if at all they get to listen to my live testimony, it is state of Georgia must throw all the Supreme Court judges on the jail. Because it is Supreme Court judges with their fatal negligence. They provided breach of duty. They failed in their job. Right? And they are the ones who created the Georgia shooting. And they are the ones who created the Colorado shooting. Means shooting once, count one. Shooting two, count two. Then provided the crime for state of Georgia, count 3. Then provided crime for state of Colorado, crime 4. Then what more of the crime? They never bothered to reform the Second Amendment. They never, that is crime 5. Then crime 6 is they never bothered to ban any of the rifles or gunpowders in the United States of America. Crime count 6. What is a crime count 7? Oh yeah, it is like a cherry on the top of ice cream, Sunday ice cream, isn't it? They never bothered to write a law for Republica, Vatican, Roman Catholics, Christianity, Swiss God, rifles, drugs. Got it? How I nailed on their forehead? And why even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, even in the coffin box, will be only shedding tears of shame. And still she will be praying to God only to forgive her. I don't know. Because these are the things they get curse on their sins, because every action they choose, right? I don't know anybody in the justice organization. It is they chose. They chose that they want to be the slaves to prostitute to Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. As long as they get their job secured and as long as they have their salary secured, they don't even care a damn. Right? For you and me, for anybody. And here we go, population, we are frustrated, right? Every single day, shooting here, shooting there, shooting in groceries, shooting on the road. As if white skin cops throwing all the colored skin in the jail is not enough. Shooting is also every single day, every single second. As of now, somebody must be killed in the United States of America, somewhere, any corner of the earth. Right? When I'm talking, somebody must have been killed right now. Who created all this kind of havoc for you and me, for everybody? It is Supreme Court judges, my dear fellow mankind. Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Barrett, and all these 9 people, and including the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She took the curse on herself. Even on the coffin also she took the curse. Now this is a live example, because you all should know how people get curse on themselves even in the deathbed. Right? These people, they destroyed everything. In the name of law, they destroyed everything, isn't it? And there must be Republican Supreme Judges and Democrat Supreme Judges. Division there itself, right? They discriminate according to that. Oh, are you Republican Supreme Court judge? Okay, come to the right side. Oh, are you Democrat Supreme Court judge? Oh, come to the left side. Oh, you're a downcast. You see, you're so very low. You're a Democrat Supreme Judge. Get up. You're so low. We Republican Supreme Judges are only the God, like that. Discrimination, slavery, hatred among themselves, right? This is not how justice organization should be, right? There's never a need for this 9 people. They created a crap. When they created the crap, when they have been creating all the gun shooting in USA for 500 years, and they also created gun shooting in Georgia and in Colorado. Does even USA need that kind of an organization anymore? I will only say, get out. Just resign. Just have all the Supreme Judges to be resigned immediately, abruptly, classified as human endangerment, classified as holy justice endangerment, classified as national operation endangerment, and seal and shut down. They never bother to write 3 important laws, my dear fellow mankind, and how on the earth they can shameless be in that organization. How many? 9 people are there. And there are Republicans also and Democrats also there. That means at least one human should have stood up and educated the USA government to write those 3 important laws, right? They knew out of their conscience these people are never innocent. Got it? I know who is innocent, who is not. These people are not innocent, never innocent. They knew if at all they are going to step up and write those 3 laws, they will be in the hot oil. Population will just fry them in ashes. They will not even wait for the president or USA government to fry them. Population themselves will run and fry all these supreme judges. They know. They want to save themselves from the population. So they all knew one true love, one clean-hearted woman. Only, there's a keyword, one clean-hearted woman, not a man. Are you there with me thus far? Okay, good. Only a true, clean-hearted woman will be born, will grow up, will be growing up like a rock in an ocean, will stand tallest. And when that woman talks, entire nations, 7.9 plus billions of humans will fall down in the knees, being aware of that holiest justice process provided is indeed holiest after all. How wisest can this lady be? This is what people brains will be talking. How can she do it? How that many people were there and they were not able to provide this task. How this lady alone, all alone, have that energy of 7.9 billions of humans' energy in one single human form. How on the earth this lady alone can do it? People will be in shock. Everybody knew. All people were waiting for this moment only. Do you know that? Even United States of America was waiting for this moment to fry and seal and shut down Supreme Judge organization forever, indefinitely. People can live without this organization. They are not going to provide any basic essentials for you and me. No. It's not even a basic essential need organization. So it can be sealed and shut down at any moment. A nation needs only one wisest judge. That's all. I'll repeat it one more time, crystal clear, slowly. A nation needs only one excellent, supreme, civil judge. Can you all see the live? I'm providing you the live testimony, isn't it? How many people are there and how many people brain, they just like that destroyed USA operation. They took the curse of the Vatican on themselves. They took the curse of Vatican on themselves, isn't it? They destroyed everything, my dear fellow mankind. They do not have any shame. They do not have any shame at all. Not even one person they have shame. They are deadliest, venomous, poisonous people here. So who exactly in the Supreme Court Judges Organization of USA is prostitutes, highest level of prostitutes? You all got it, women, right? So that explains why when a double innocent woman yields to sexual immorality, the evil becomes highest level. They are all cloned faces of Queen Elizabeth II. And all the males in that Supreme Judge organization are the cloned faces of Pope Francis. Right? Today, this moment, they cannot escape justice. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg cannot escape justice. She must have got a statue built for her in an honor for her by USA. She can fool the USA. She cannot fool the God even in the coffin box. That's truth in true Christianity alone. It's one and the same for everybody, including for me too. If I'm going to take shelter in the coffin, God will be there. Justice is one and the same for all. Nobody is left out in the law of court. I said what? Pope Francis can jump in the Atlantic Ocean to try to work on to escape from me. No, he cannot. He cannot. I kept the knife on the throat of Pope Francis, and Supreme Court judges will not say a word. Got it? When they are not going to say a word, you all work on who am I. I'm tearing Queen Elizabeth to cell by cell, isn't it? It is because of these abusive people all the nations got destroyed. Imagine a world without absolute monarch satans. Imagine a world without any rifles and gunpowders. How easy it would have been to provide the prevention process, isn't it? There would not have been any shooting in the Georgia. There would not be any shooting in the grocery store in the Colorado. Right? How they create fear. As if Dr. Fauci brings the prostitutes created fear is not enough. How they are creating the fear. And when I'm educating wisdom, this is what they are proving. It's been a pattern, my dear fellow mankind, since spring of 2014. Whenever I'm educating wisdom, this kind of natural calamities will happen here and there. Georgia shooting is one thing. I already said that Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, the state of Texas. Can you see how God's name alone is glorified? I'm only educating wisdom. But these evil forces, they are super foolish, isn't it? They want to create fear among the population, panic mode. And all along what I'm saying, stay calm, stay tight. I will provide all the help you all need. But first I must get the civil justice. I must get the job offer signed off. I must be financially stable, isn't it? It's once in a lifetime, first time in entire human life cycle, humans will know what exactly civil justice. So that means never in the entire justice life cycle, USA never provided justice. And these prostitutes in the Supreme Court organization, they were keeping their mouth shut. Whenever each judge was signing off injustice, they never said a word. They allowed the innocent to be punished. Right? When the civil justice says, never, never, ever, forever, even in the dream, never, ever, ever bother to sign injustice to innocent means. Never. It's impossible to sign injustice and punish innocent. But sadly, the reality is the Ruth Bader Ginsburg and all these foolish prostitutes in the Supreme Court judges, they mandated all the Supreme judges in all the states, circuit courts, appeal courts, right, local courts, to sign only injustice and punish only innocent. Do you think God will forgive them, each of them, in that Supreme Court judges organization? Yes or no? Okay, I will provide one more clue here. True God of true Christianity is always agape, unconditional, endless love, forgiving God. That is a clue. But in my book of civil law, they provide the deadliest scandal. They provide the deadliest crime. When they never bother to ban the Barrett or the Remington rifles, drugs in USA or National Rifle Association in USA. And they never bother to write a ban law for REPUBLICA, Vatican, Roman Catholics, Christianity, Swiss Guard, rifles, drugs in USA, and mandated shooting in Georgia and Colorado and whatnot every single day, torturing mankind and punishing innocent, and always signing of injustice. The crime is skyrocketing. So that means with that crime, they should just get out of the earth right now. It is they who should be thrown in the death penalty queue. Got it? How many people they have destroyed? How many innocent population have been destroyed by these prostitutes? Nobody bothered to ask, right? Because they made that itself is illegal. Punishing innocent is legal. That's what the Supreme Judges made it. Mandated it. But even in that crime mode, in my book of civil law, tiny bit of innocence is identified. I can bail them out, but I cannot forgive them for whatever crime they did to the torture the innocent population. All my blood drops, isn't it? Now, where will the state of Georgia will have its face? As if it was not good enough for handling for a election scandal, the shooting provided more havoc to the state, isn't it? That is why God's name is glorified, my dear fellow mankind, always. Why God is always silent? Why God is not answering? Why all the unfortunate things is happening to the innocent population worldwide? This is a question people have, isn't it? Without knowing that it is the Pope Francis and the Queen Elizabeth II and all this government population, they became above God mode. They grabbed, they came to be into this job just to abuse the power, breach of duty. Right? Don't you all think the excellent punishment for the Supreme Court judges, prostitutes, allow them to live free and let them watch all the population taken scarves and acids on their face to live? Don't you all think that will be the excellent civil justice provided to them? They'll only beg me, hey Vethapriya, please sign death penalty for us. Oh, we don't want to live free. Like that, they'll beg me. I will say, you go live free. You go live free. Because I already said, when the judges and the lawyers are going to sign the injustice and punish the innocent, they are taking the curse even in the coffin. I already said Ruth Bader Ginsburg will be crying to God to ask forgiveness even in the coffin only. Right? And nobody can help out here. You cannot help me, I cannot help you, and we cannot help anybody else because we all become helpless more. It is one-on-one with God. I can just bail them out. That's all I can do. Right. Now tell me, is prostitute Billy Graham okay for you all, or is prostitutes from Supreme Court judge organizations okay for you all? Who is more prostitute here for you? Yes, your eyes are blinded. I am absolutely positive on that. So you all cannot even answer correctly. I know the correct answer. Billy Graham is the highest level of prostitute here. But on the gender level, all the women in the Supreme Judge organization are the highest level of prostitutes. The evil means not in a clean love mode, polluted love mode, right? Now tell me why these people, the highest educated population only, right? They forgot to write 3 important laws. Can you see how we nailed and displayed the crime of law organization to the USA? And for that I should get $1 billion salary right now, direct deposit to my bank account after all. What would I have done, my dear fellow mankind? Do you all think, does even in USA need any more of this 9 people army of the Supreme Judge Court organization? It's not a basic essential need. They never provided anything good. Rather, they've been providing only crap after crap after crap. Right? They are the ones who are creating the shooting in each and every single state. Nobody knows, right? Now today I displayed the truth. State of Georgia must be in total shock. First time in its entire life cycle of the state of Georgia, the southern state, the slave state to Queen Elizabeth II, must be in total shock. Who created shooting? It is after all Supreme Judges of United States of America by not writing the rightful law. State of Colorado must be boiling because I displayed the true criminal here. Nobody stood up. Nobody dared enough to display the true criminal to the USA. I stood up at the cost of my death and displayed, hey, USA government, Are you all feeling very sorry for whatever happened in Georgia shooting and Colorado shooting? Here you go. These are the true criminals. These are the ones who created the shooting there. The Supreme Judges Organization of the United States of America only created shooting there. What are you going to do? What is President Joe Biden going to do about this? He's going to faint and pass out. I already said. When I said that, I'm meaning it. It is going to happen. We are still in the 10% of the crime display only. Please pray. Let Vethapriya come to at least 5% or 4%. Let it get it finished. Because that much of crime is there. Right? That much of crime is there. And these people, very shamelessly, they will say the pledge also. Pledge of USA also. And what does the pledge say? That's already crap. That's a tax fraud. In the name of REPUBLICA means in the name of prostitution, under one God. Who is that God in that Pledge of Allegiance? Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis II. They are the prostitute gods. Under one God and one love for all, and then they never say freedom. If they are going to say freedom, then freedom is a healthy word for population brain to comprehend, versus liberty is some kind of a fancy word. People not even bother to know what is liberty, right? But then I provided that crime also. How that name called liberty they derived? It's a Roman, Egypt, Persian, Greece, Babylonian prostitution goddess name, Liberta. That is how the name called liberty. France backstabbed on USA. Each and every single law handbook in the United States of America as of now, it's given by the cunningest nation, Islam, paganism, Zionism, France leader, and Sicily Archbishop. And there you go, everything traces to Queen Elizabeth to the prostitute, and then Pope Francis, the prostitute. I displayed the crime here. Raw mode of crime. It's not a comedy, it's not a talk show, it's not a pep talk show, TED talk show. It's not a documentary, it's not a movie, it's not a joke, it's not a scam, it's not a misinformation, it's not a spam. Oh, it is a live, true judicial processes going right now. I heard in the news that Apple, Twitter, and who was the other one? Facebook. They are going to be grilled by the Congress for misinformation, whatever. Those are the words, keywords I saw. That's all I know. Are you laughing? I know you're all laughing. I know even the software world will be laughing in their hearts. Right? It's just at a show. They have to provide that show. As if they are getting grilled by the law, broken law of USA. When law is broken, how on the earth that grilling session can be invalid, right? So software world will be laughing out loudest. I already said, they all fear me only, nobody else in the earth, right? The software world fears only me, nobody else. As my dear fellow mankind. Now tell me, without having these three laws in the law book, how on the earth the US even provided justice in the past 500 years? How the medical law was provided, how the sports law was provided, how was finance law was provided, how tax codes was provided, how family law was provided, how education law was provided, how religion law was provided. Are you getting it? How I'm throwing the nails right on the forehead of Pope Francis and he's choked up, isn't it? Yeah, I know you all want to shout out the curse words. I say, hold on tight. Don't use the curse words. Don't get any more curses for yourself. Don't. Just leave it out. I am there for you all. I'm fighting for you all, isn't it? Just take my word. That $500,000 trillion Pope Francis is going to pay to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans. This is how I tear Pope Francis in pieces. Even before he's going to get fried in the volcano ashes, right? He cannot escape. He destroyed everything. He has to pay the price. I have all the proof, my dear fellow mankind. He is the one who destroyed the amendments, the law book, the law services, which is to be holiest, isn't it? And these 9 people, the Supreme Court organization population, they made a mockery out of justice. Oh, that's no other crime beyond that. There is no other crime beyond that. And yes, President Trump is innocent. And these people in the judges' organization are not. Got it? How I display only the innocent on a different levels, right? And how presidents are only puppets. They are namesake puppets, that's all. They get to have all the luxury. They can do the talk show, that's all. They're all puppets because they are different, and Supreme Judges organization is different. It's been colonized. Queen Elizabeth II, she separated every single organization and she colonized it. That way nobody will know about anything about the other organization, and that will create a disaster. Miscommunication, right? Misinterpretation, misinformation, everything will happen, and that will create its own disaster. So I cracked it down. Right? What would you all have done? Okay, I will quickly read through the one more civil justice. Civil justice as of March 24th of 2021 is how USA, Republica and Democrat government, GOP, Senate, Congress, Speaker, House of Representatives and Supreme Judges provided, I have not here written the Supreme Judges here because it goes without saying, provided elections in the past 500 years when Antichrist, Prostitute, Pope Francis created child marriage hell, and Swiss got deadliest rifles, drugs, tax fraud, and 27 amendments of USA never provided any elections law guidelines for always, forever. Native Indian tribes have highest IMPASSE eligibility to be president of USA. I, Vethapriya, PROSE, Native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, true owner of USA, did not vote. So, I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved elections 2020 is deadliest scandal in entire life cycle of USA operations. And Prostitute, Pope Francis destroyed USA operations, and President Joe Biden 2020 to 2024 never fixed the Vatican Swiss Guard rifles, drugs, tax fraud scam. And President Joe Biden should resign now. And I, Vethapriya, PROSE, true owner of USA, must be the interim leader of USA now, as in Holy Bible guidelines. And I, Vethapriya, PROSE, must be the Vatican leader for Prostitute. Pope Francis destroyed election services of USA. Can you all see how the election scandal, how the tax fraud scandal, how the retail scandal, how the finance scandal all interlinked, and it's all a chain reaction, and how I have to provide everything in a section by section for you all to understand it clearly, how everything is a chain reaction interlinked. One is one error, and how the other errors are created like that. If one error is fixed, how all the other errors can be fixed. Like that I'm explaining. It's a multitasking after all. That's the wisdom here, okay? Elections 2020 of USA destroyed by Prostitute Pope Francis is proved, and USA must provide tax-free millions or billions of salary for I display deadliest elections crime to USA Prostitute. Pope Francis must resign now, and I, Vethapriya, PROSE, must be the Vatican leader now with civil justice served, as in Holy Bible guidelines only. President Joe Biden violated national operations guidelines and must resign now for Swiss Guard rifles, drugs, tax fraud, crime. I, Vethapriya, PROSE, must be the interim leader of USA now, his civil justice served as in Holy Bible guidelines. Without having amendments for child marriage population created by Antichrist, not having amendments for Vatican, Swiss Guard, rifles, drug dealer, tax fraud, crime, no amendments for Native Indian tribe eligibility highest to be president of USA, USA amendments, how on the earth Supreme Court judge of USA provided elections in the past 500 years and in 2020. How child marriage population, then Swiss Guard, rifles, drug dealers of Vatican, then Native Indian tribes provided voting process in USA in past 500 years and in 2020 by Supreme Court judges. Why Prostitute Pope Francis destroyed 27 amendments of USA and why USA never disciplined Prostitute Pope Francis for destroyed USA operations and allowed the true criminal to live free. State of Wisconsin, Department of Government of USA must pay tax-free $500 billion for the state of Wisconsin never provided PROSE salary to Vethapriya PROSE. Department of Supreme Court Judge, Government Agency of USA must be sealed and shut down for humane endangerment. Supreme Court judges must resign now as in Holy Bible guidelines only, and Vethapriya alone can bail out banks of USA. Vethapriya PROSE must be the Supreme Civil Judge, Family Law Judge, Children Law Judge, Medical Law Judge, Finance Law Judge, and all types of judge to lead USA and all nations worldwide is civil justice served. Vethapriya PROSE must be the Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations and must be the ambassador for all nations starting with India and must get dual citizenship, and USA must rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu after my name. At fault and found guilty in all counts of crime of deadliest humane wild endangered species, Vatican justice crime of Department of Federal Banks of Division USA is, as of March 23rd of 2024, civil justices. How Supreme Court judges, Supreme Court Justice Agency of USA provided elections voting process for child marriage population, for Swiss Guard, Vatican rifles, drug dealers population, and Native Indian tribe population, and tax codes and tax credits and tax returns process for child marriage population created by Antichrist Pope Francis. How Supreme Court judges, Supreme Court Justice Agency of USA provided welfare economy improvement process since 1935 when Antichrist Pope Francis provided deadliest Swiss army, nuclear weapons, toxic lethal drugs and war crimes worldwide. How? It's impossible to sign injustice, isn't it? It's impossible to punish innocent, isn't it? So how on the earth? There are only humans in USA, no monsters, right? But then how the Supreme Court judges, the prostitutes of USA, mandated to punish only innocent forever. Why? What went wrong in humanity? Did education fail humanity or did humanity fail education? What is the root cause here? Who is causing all this crime? Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II. So, at fault found guilty in all counts of crimes of Vatican Code of Abuse, Tax Law Mandate, Department of Government, Department of Banks, Department of Insurance, Department of Tax, Department of Revenue, Department of Treasury of USA must be sealed and shut down in next 1 second. USA nation do not have any birthright to collect tax of any form from population, and it is deadliest crime proved by Vethapriya PROSE, and in true Christianity alone there is never tax is proof. Why? Pope Francis is never a Christian and is deadliest human endangered Islam, Judaism, Zionism, paganism, communism, destroyer of all nations. So, prostitute Antichrist Pope Francis must pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans for Pope Francis provided elections 2020 scandal tax fraud crime in USA. You all got it, isn't it? Nobody have any birthright to hurt fellow mankind. It's as simple as that. Why nobody knows that? What type of education even need for the humans to know that nobody have any birthright to sign off injustice, nobody have any birthright to punish innocent, nobody have any birthright to hurt fellow mankind? What type of education does humans need? Sadly, 95% of the population in USA and all in each nation, they are not educated. So that means they don't even know if they're going to take the gun and shoot the fellow mankind, they are going to create hell for people. So who mandated that? It is Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis, and directly traces to Supreme Court judges. They say, reject education for African Americans wherever. They say, create only white only schools. Create only black only schools. Create only blue only schools. Create only green skin color only schools like that. Who? These prostitutes. Ruth Bader Ginsburg also wrote that law, isn't it? She thought she could get away by just dying. She can get away free by fooling the people. No, she cannot. Right? And they are the ones who removed the Christian education from the public schools. Why? They never wanted the healthy behavioral science book to be known to the population. That way the brains will be destroyed in the school level itself, in the public school itself. That way, by the time they finish their 12th grade, they become human bombs. Right? Who mandated that? Who mandated that? It is the supreme judges, right? They are the deadliest, poisonous, venomous prostitutes in the earth, in United States of America. Out of all the criminals, followed by Vatican, followed by doctors, the highest level of deadliest criminals. I'm talking about the poisonous, venomous, blood cells level, dangerous, wild dangerous species are the Supreme Court judges after all. Brett Kavanaugh is that category, right? But they all thinking they can get away free just because they're Supreme Judge, just because there is never God. They all will have the Christian names only. They'll all have Christian names only. In the name of God, only they are doing all kind of torture. Don't you all think I have to step in and put a full stop for that? I have to end this crime, isn't it? And to end that crime, I should become the supreme civil judge for all nations immediately, right? I should get the authority above the absolute monarchs, isn't it? And above all, what eligibility do I have to get this job without any voting? A true leader never needs voting. That's a wisdom after all. It's not rude. It's not harsh. It's not arrogant. It's just the way it is. Because a true leader will be known to the world without any voting. A true leader will have cleanest heart, loving heart, always, all the time. A true leader will be the highest level of protector. That means the people can sleep in peace forever. They don't even have to worry. Being aware that true leader is always like a watchman, 24/7. A true leader's quality is always stands out in the crowd. Nobody can compare to a true leader. I'm talking about the true leader here, okay? True. The attributes of a true leader always stands out in the crowd. And above all, I'm native Indian tribe, the true owner of USA. So nobody can say anything to the nobody. Oh, we love Vethapriya to be the national leader. Oh, we love Vethapriya to be the supreme civil judge. Oh, we love her to lead and guide all the nations. Oh, we love. Oh, she is a native Indian tribe. Oh, we don't care. Let her become the leader now. There's no law written. When there is no law written, why do I even need to bother to have the voting for that? Right? A true leader does not need marketing, advertising, campaigning like that. Right? But how even that holiest voting process has been destroyed in this political scandal, right? But how in all this scandal, when all this chaos and all this panic and all this emotional turmoil has been going on worldwide, how God's name alone is glorified, right? I'm standing still tallest, isn't it? I'm saying stay calm, take a deep breath, relax. I'm there. I will provide the civil justice. Yes, when there's a shooting, it's going to be emotional turmoil. When there's going to be death, there's going to be emotional turmoil. It's not easy. It's absolutely toughest for any civilians to handle that kind of emotional pain and agony, to live with it with a lifetime scars, with the acids thrown on an injustice way abruptly, all of a sudden. That will create more of a brain shock, right? Some people will die out of the brain shock, the depression. So don't you all think those things must be stopped at the first place as the highest priority? For how long Dr. Fauci fool can be and fooling the nations? For how long Dr. Brinks can be there to fool the population, right? That needs to be stopped. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, be always aware, civil justice wins. Why? True God is always true God. Okay? Evil is always evil. Evil means what? To reverse the word live, it is evil. Okay? Reverse the word lived, devil. If you reverse the word live, it becomes evil. If you reverse the word lived, it becomes devil. So that means people who don't know to live are evil. They'll not live and they'll not allow us other people to live. This is a telltale sign. And they would not have lived in love, clean love. And that's why they become devil. Alright? Reverse the word God, a dog. It says God. Alright? So, just be aware on the highest level. In true Christianity, the prosecution for the true Christians was always there. And out of that, deadliest prosecution only. Always when the Roman Empire, the soldiers were there at their back for killing those people, even in the deadliest prosecution, they figured out some way or the other to reach out to the population and communicate the true love of God alone. Because the moment the population knows what is true God is all about, the people will start to live in wisdom ways. And they were just working towards that only. And they got killed. They were all martyrs. Wait, watch and see. You all need to know who killed them. Right? I will display the true villains to you all. Wait, patient. Because one session at a time only I can provide all the crimes, isn't it? We all got fooled, my dear fellow mankind. We all fallen in trap, one way or the other. But one thing made me to stand out in the crowd is Pope Francis never able to fool me alone. That made the difference. So you are going to work on one extra assignment here. What is the difference between Pope Francis and total male population? Get the correct answer. Then, how is it that Pope Francis alone not able to fool Vethapriya when there are 7.9 plus billions of humans combined? Total male population got fooled, total female population got fooled. How on the earth Pope Francis never able to fool Vethapriya? You go figure out the answers. So when you are going to get the correct answers for these, when I am going to reveal the correct answers, then you will get to understand. This is an excellent way of teaching how the students can get A+ grades, right? I am educating you all to get A+, excellent grade in wisdom. And you all must be leaders, isn't it? You all must become wisest, right? You all are soldiers of God. Always stand for the true God and fight for true God, right? You all should do that only. So for that, you all need to know what more of the truth I am going to reveal, which I will provide it one by one. Please be patient. But this session is what? Supreme Court Justice Organization in United States of America provided help and being an endangerment to humanity, endangerment to human safety, endangerment to the national operations, endangerment to the holiest justice law processing. USA federal government immediately in next 1 second must send the notification and seal and shut down the Supreme Justice Organization of USA in all 50 states. Immediately. 1 second only is needed for it to be shut down. When I'm providing a task, USA should provide the task without asking any question, because here I'm providing a lot of multitasking here. And I kept the knife on the neck of Pope Francis and I'm tearing Queen Elizabeth II cell by cell, and it's all multitasking. People are wondering why. And then other side, Pope Francis must also pay $500,000 trillion to each civilian worldwide. It should be tax-free. Okay, so civil justice wins always, all the time. God is always in control. God watches over the injustice. Okay? It is an evil force that tied up the true God's hands. That is why now the true God becomes helpless mode. Not anymore. When the evil is gone, why would there be that helpless mode for God, right? Then the true God can step in and quickly help everybody. So, yes, um, this session took 1 hour, but it's still worth it, right? You all should know. People are wondering why shooting every day, why cops are throwing innocent people in the jail every day, right? Why wars every day, everywhere? Why war crimes everywhere? So everything traces to Pope Francis. So in hierarchy level of the prostitutes, absolute monarchs are the highest super duper prostitutes, then the doctors, then the Supreme Court judges organization. And you see, the other government layers are all under that shield only. So Senate, GOP, Speaker, like that. So this is how a process must be traceable and measurable process, isn't it? For every single action of that crime, there is a equal and opposite reaction. Means what? Everything has its own root cause and everything has originating only from Vatican. Pope Francis only created all this crime. Nobody knows. So who created Georgia shooting? It is Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth. That is the wisdom. Okay. So thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.